with getting out of low priority. I was thinking about my last game. Maybe I could do something better. If my goal is to get out of low behavior score, I need to rethink my strategy because if you play carry players, for example, position one, um, it's kinda it feels that it's kind of impossible to do because, well, you can do everything the best to your capabilities to try to win that, but you get reported enough times anyways out of frustration and you get lower and lower anyways. If if the games are matched because of those players, not because, but if they're matched equally, like if I'm low behavior score, I will be matched with low behavior score players. It gets spiral, I think, and it's impossible to climb out of that. But I was thinking, what if it is possible? What should be a strategy? Because just to behave nicely, it's not enough, and you cannot win every game. So you will get those reports. I was thinking, what if I will play only support? Because supports are never blamed actually. If the game is lost, well, course blame their support if they're bad, but because my laning phase is really decent, maybe that's the way. But I don't really like to play supports every time. Okay, so first of all, I need to get out of this red stuff. I need to win at least once in a single draft match. Sometimes one game is enough. Sometimes you need to play 4 games until you win. I also wrote a letter to the head of the Valve. I remember I saw the video once where somebody commented that he reads those letters himself, so I thought that, yeah, if he is reading those letters, why not sending him directly? So I sent it, and I explained everything. I gave this match ID. The same match was on my last stream, the last game, when I was really frustrated about it. And I told the situation. It's kinda unfair because you just can't communicate in game. And it's total BS actually. When you want to say something, like the situation where you are a position one, you are a weaker hero, and 2 heroes are diving your tower. Your support is not near, but they're diving the tower, and you can just say TP bottom or something, or help me bottom. They're diving because people don't pay attention all the time, but you can't. And at that time, there is no time to write with the keyboard, or you can, I don't know, maybe press for a hero to walk, then then try to write quickly with mistypes or something, and then I don't know, back to uh, controlling your hero. I don't know. It sucks. I don't know. I was thinking also about pings. So I read somewhere that too many pings also could lead to a bad communication score. But if you think about it, if you're pinging to defend the tower, nobody's going to defend the tower, and you don't have any other option to say or to speak, or I don't know. So if you get rid of the option to tell about the issue for your team, then you're abusing pings. And if people don't pay attention to one ping, maybe they will pay attention when you ping twice or three times. Why? Because by pinging multiple times, you're kind of saying that this is really important. Of course, too much is not good, but few times is okay, I guess. Sometimes, of course, people trying to ping out of frustration, pinging until somebody responds. And if people don't respond, they're pinging until the system shuts them down, because there are limits of pings, I think. It's really annoying. Is this is this the issue for the players? I don't think so, because this is the outcome. This is the outcome because you don't let them speak directly. And this is stupid because every player has a mute button. So why you would prevent everybody else with a lower communication score to say, to speak, or to I don't know, shout maybe, it doesn't matter. If I don't like if I don't like person's communication or how he treats me or anything else, I just mute him. I don't mind. But sometimes in gaming you must to communicate crucial information, and if you don't, it just takes away your options, I guess. Maybe one or two fights could be saved. Maybe I would farm that Radiance a little bit sooner. Maybe I would save that tower at maybe 2 minutes earlier, and I didn't have that item. I couldn't TP back to. I don't know. A lot of maybes, but maybe, maybe. Maybe this game's player base is declining because of that. I don't know. So yeah, first thing to get out of the low priority. Not the low priority. Maybe it's called low priority. I don't know actually how it says. Yeah, so low priority. Cool. And then probably need to farm on supporting heroes until I get my behavior score back. How is that? Because after more than 100 games for sure, it keeps at 7.2, 7.4. At one point was 7.8 and then it dropped to 7 point something. I noticed that I didn't know actually, but sometimes I leave the game when I see there is no way of winning. Okay, maybe every game can be won, but sometimes, in very rare occasions, I just leave the game uh, when everybody is just don't trying, destroying their items, we are behind, and so on. And sometimes you don't see the point of playing it. It's just not worth your time anymore. Because, well, I'm playing for MMR, of course. Everybody does. Well, not everybody, maybe most of us who are playing ranked. You see no value in that game, no fun, no nothing. So why play it? And apparently, if you do it twice, or if you do it twice in every 20 games, I guess, you're also lowering your behavior score by doing this because, well, every game must be played to your advantage, but sometimes you see it's impossible to play. Maybe it's too soon sometimes, maybe it's not, but I think it's not because, well, it would be like past 20 minutes into the game and you see no progress and you see they have lots of kills and they probably had like 30k in net worth and so on. So no point. And no communication between, no effort, no teamwork, nothing in our team. So in those cases I kinda sometimes I leave the game. But what I don't like that it also affects your communication score because if you see the behavior score and the communication score, it shouldn't correlate to each other, but they are pretty similar. So I don't know. So I remember because of that, my communication score was like 7.8. It was already in the green zone because when you see your your behavior summary, it says it's in kind of yellowish. It was in green already. It was almost 8k, and then I left the game, and then it dropped. But not only the first one, but the second one also. And you see, the communication score and behavior score is identical. It shouldn't be like that. Why it's identical? What probability is this that my two scores that is from 0 to 12,000 would be identical? It's impossible. So clearly the system is not good. Something is wrong with it. And every report that you get out of frustrations adds up. Now I'm barely Archon because Archon is I believe it's I need free MMR to get into Archon zone again. How interesting it is. The games was good, were good, and then you got a game where you need to play single draft. It would be okay if you could play one game, but you need to win one game. That's the problem. And I don't like playing these games because it gives me nothing. First of all, you're so limited to choose from the heroes, you don't even know how to play. What if you get those heroes who don't know how to play? You play suboptimally. Is that good? Of course not. So why give is this the kind of it's a punishment, it's a I don't know, behavior correction thing, a therapy? What the fuck is this? Force players to play single draft. Should it be fun? No, I don't think so. After you play 7k games in ranked, it's punishing. But why? When you think logically, people won't do these things to get into these positions. I don't wanna get it into low priority if you think logically. But if you think with emotions, for example, during the game, the emotions comes up naturally because you're a human, you're a person, you're not a robot, and you see like unfairness or there is a threshold that you can stay calm, you know. If that threshold is passed, then you can explode, and you can say something bad and so on. That's why community is kind of toxic, because if you repeat that pattern, that behavior, it becomes your behavior. It's the game by design, making those people toxic. Yes, and this is because it's competitive. I'm fucking talking so much time now. I don't know when I will find my game. And it's Sunday. Sunday morning. Should be plenty of players, no? Alright, maybe I need to do something else. See some YouTube or something. Until they find my game. Meta update. 2 days ago.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is going to be a meta update with, I would say, 2 questions in mind that I've been hearing a lot from the chat in the YouTube as well as in the Twitch channel when I'm streaming. And these 2 questions are, what is the best way to climb MR right now? And should I be playing meta heroes or should I be playing heroes that I'm generally better at but aren't particularly meta? These are 2 really interesting questions because it calls into question a lot about the approach.
Those questions are interesting to me also because I was thinking, what should I play? I didn't even communicate with my friends what should I play. I think that I would play those heroes that I want to play and I know how to play. I never follow the meta, actually.
Approach you have to the game and what your priorities are. So for this particular meta update, I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm doing right now, particularly DNMMR, what it has done so far in the short term, and hopefully how you guys can do it in your own way, especially when it comes to what heroes are you picking and how are you approaching picking your hero in general. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So where we're going to start is going to be with my hero grid. I've talked about this in past videos, just how useful I find it is to organize your thoughts, quote unquote, kind of like a Dota drafting journal, to utilize your hero grid to do this. But we're going to be talking about it not only how I'm approaching it right now, but also specifically for the current patch and what I think is broken, in case there's anything that you guys feel like you're not up to date on. What's really important about every single patch, here's the first question when it comes to drafting. And I know there's a lot of information on your guys' screen, but we're going to use some highlights to ensure that you can keep focus on what we're drawing attention to. So the first question is, when do I think I can pick a hero in the draft? Now, that's not something I explicitly put on here, but it's something that I'm thinking about when I'm listing them from left to right. My main 2 roles are carry and offlane. So my hero grid is going to be determined based on like revolving around those 2 roles specifically. And I'm also going to have more heroes for those 2 roles because of the fact that I've played them more and I have more in-depth understanding of when to pick certain heroes in given situations. So let's just hone in on carry and offlane for a second first. So when it comes to first round drafting a hero, the only way to really find out if it's first roundable is, I think this hero is really strong. I'm just going to first round it and see how it goes. You know, I'm going to get countered, see if I can still win, see if the hero feels really hard to play, and we're going to go from there. So this is something that's much better done when the patch has been settled, right? Or you'll at least get more conclusive results, especially if you're following professional Dota. So right now, for me, the only 2 carries that are first roundable are Nature's Prophet and Terrorblade. It is debatable in my opinion, to first round Underlord as well as Beastmaster, two heroes that are very non-traditional carries that we're going to talk about a bit later in the video, but that's to be determined by myself, and that's why they're in third and fourth slot. In the off lane, I actually think the only hero I feel comfortable first round picking is Terrorblade. I was trying out Bristleback ATF style with the Seeing Red facet because that's the traditional Bristleback that I'm familiar with. And, you know, spoiler alert, it wasn't working. So I decided to not play that anymore, and I removed Bristleback from my pool. He's apparently pretty broken with the green facet at the competitive level. So if you guys want to try that out and watch a couple replays, you're welcome to put him in your hero grid. But that's a perfect example of it used to be Terrorblade, then Bristle, and now Bristle's just out of the picture. So now I've established what heroes I think are first roundable. I've left Terrorblade there, for instance, and Nature's Prophet, because when we look at my picks, I promise you all of these Terrorblades, offlane and carry, predominantly offlane actually, were first picked in the draft, and also the Nature's Prophets were first picked. And the Sand Kings, I no longer have being first picked because I did first pick those in the draft and I lost both of my games. So the question begs, first, is the hero no longer first roundable, or is the hero just not good at all? So that's why I approach it in tiers of, is this hero good when picked in the correct spot, or is he just broken enough already to just pick whenever the hell? So when it comes to carry, I've tiered that out pretty clearly for myself. The next round of carries have been established based...
Well, he is an immortal player, and maybe what he's talking applies only for immortal bracket, because in Archon everything goes. It doesn't matter what you pick. Of course, some matchups are easier than others, but I was thinking about like Archon Crusader games, and those are usually not ending as soon as possible because people are not pressuring enough and not securing enough if they can. For example, if we win a team fight in the Archon or Crusader game, the next thing to do logically is to take the objective, but usually people don't do that. Sometimes even they fall back to their side of the map. So if you think about it, I think those heroes that scales better into the late game has more value, and those should be picked. Even those sometimes I play those games where I totally lose my laning phase, and still enemies are not pressuring enough. You can go to jungle, you can farm your items, and you can defend in the very end. But I guess the more MMR I climbed on, the less those situations would become available. Yeah, so that bracket is good. Also, you must be really good with the game. Yes, you must be really good at the game when deciding if you lose the game because of the hero matchup, or maybe something else is better or worse at that matchup. Because, well, you can get a best matchup in the world, but if your support doesn't help you, you lose your lane, it will spire to a loss of the game. And how do you judge that? Is that hero bad? Or is your lane bad? Or is your teammate bad? Or you were bad?
Based on experience within the game, based on heroes that it feels like they need one or two conditions in order to be picked. And those heroes, I think, can be picked third, fourth in an all-pick draft. The conditions can include they're good against, they have a good lane matchup. Conditions can include they have a good carry-to-carry matchup. Conditions can include the supports can't kill them at all. For instance, with TA, I'm like, if they have no damage over time, or like a strong support in lane that's going to help me bully them, then I'll pick TA. But it really sucks to pick TA and then have like a 5-position Slark and an off-lane Darkseer, you know, some hero with immense amount of damage over time. So that's why I've put TA in the second round of picks. I want to have a nice blend of learning heroes while also having a blend of heroes that I believe when I pick them, they will have a realistic shot at winning. So what you're going to notice is Terrorblade might only work for me because I'm level 23 Dota Plus and I have 329 games, right? While Nature's Prophet, if you're a viewer at home, it's pretty convincing that he's broken if I've won, both my games, having, okay, 125 games, but most of these are like 2020 and earlier. So the fact that I'm winning with him after first picking him says a lot to you guys, I believe. You could apply this same thing to my mid and support roles, but at the end of the day, those for me, what I'm trying to accomplish in my off main roles is to have heroes that overlap from other roles that I'm already playing. So I'm already looking to play Beastmaster carry, so I put Beastmaster mid lane, and I would be willing to first pick it mid because I think there's virtually no hard counters. And then Sand King is an offlaner that can also be played mid. And then the other ones are heroes that I just really like to play. And also, I'm a good enough Huskar that if I thought it was cheesy and I had last overall pick, I have Huskar in there. Like, that's how I constructed my mid pool. It's really important to note, guys, that I'm providing you a formula, and the idea is the questions that I'm asking myself. Feel free to copy paste this if you would like, but it's the questions I'm asking myself. When I'm going to pick these, how I think about my off-meta roles. So, like, for me, 4 position right now is kind of a dream, because if I'm stuck playing 4 position, I can just play Slark or Terrorblade, and I've had pretty good success so far because of the fact that I know how to play these heroes really well, I understand them really well, and now I just apply that to playing at support. Now, I don't think these heroes are very good in support role if you don't really know these heroes very well, and there's certain...
That's the key stuff. They're not good heroes for support if you don't really know how to play them very deeply. That's the great question. Not the great question, but the great sentence to say. Because those Crusader players, they watch these videos, they hear about pros telling something like that, and they start, yes, he tells me to do, so I'm doing it. And they start to play Slark as position 5 or position 4. But they don't know what they're doing usually. With the Slark position 5 or 4, they start playing like position 1. And suddenly we don't have position 4 or 5. That's the issue.
Certainly capable of completely griefing the game. So I'm not here to advocate time to learn how to play Slark in the support role. But if you're also a Slark extraordinaire, you're like me, you've played 800 games of Slark or something, and you're a carry player and you're stuck playing 4, if you think you can apply your knowledge of Slark to 4 position, more power to you. But we also look at heroes that flex. I play a lot of Jakiro in general, so I have him at 4 and 5. Shaman's one of my favorite 4s to play. Tiny's a carry who can also be played 4. So I'm trying to get as much flex overlap as possible in order to consolidate the hero pool I'm currently playing and make it so that if I play 5 games a day, if I'm stuck playing different roles, because that's a problem in the Immortal bracket, that I'm not playing a different hero every game. Because if you're playing a different hero every game, you're not going to really have the ability to learn the ins and outs of the meta. So what is probably going to happen by next week is, if you guys saw my Wraith King guide, the reason I released that guide is because I was doing this.
Nice.
And I'm going to be honest with you that towards the end of this, it did feel harder and harder to win. Okay, I'm not saying Wraith King's terrible all of a sudden, but it did feel harder and harder to win for some reason. Then I played a game that I felt like went pretty well, and we lost. And I kind of just stopped believing in Wraith King, and it's not because I'll never pick him again, but it just felt like his stock was going down. So that very well could happen with Terrorblade, right? Because when we look at my game history right now, I'm doing the same thing with Terrorblade. But what's really cool about it is I kind of asked myself, what about Wraith King felt bad? Why do I feel like it was a little bit annoying to play the hero? And it felt like people were beginning to pick very convenient, sustain-heavy heroes that can just kill his skeletons and out-farm him. So like when you think about like the Terrorblades of the world, and even like Underlords and Nature's Prophets, once they get items, they'll just kill your skeletons and they build into Satanic, and then what? What do you do now, right, as Wraith King? The whole idea of Wraith King is that you whittle people down and you make it difficult for them to feel safe on the map, and it takes too heavy of an investment of like one volley of spells in order to kill you. That's what makes Wraith King good. So if people aren't doing that in your games, then Wraith King could easily be broken. But for me, it didn't feel like that was the case. So I've been leaning away from Wraith King. Another thing I've noticed about this patch, as we go back to kind of like the first pick, third pick, fourth pick, when you get into overall last pick, I think it's really important to note that that's when you can start whipping out your specialty heroes. Because at the end of the day, if they're off-meta heroes, but you understand them really well, what's really cool about that is you understand what makes the hero not necessarily meta, probably, and you also understand what a good game for the hero looks like. So even if it's an off-meta hero, if you see, wow, it's the perfect jug game, they have no way to stop spin TP, and, you know, Omnislash is going to wreck them, and we have really good stuns and backup and all that stuff, it's like, oh, I could pick jug there, and not only is it beneficial to me because it's a good jug game despite him being off-meta, but there is value to picking heroes your opponent doesn't see very often. There is value to that. It's like in my bracket, people are going to become better and better and better at dealing with the heroes you see every game because of the fact that they see them every game. So another component that I have on my hero grid that I've talked about before is heroes to worry about in the draft. So a lot of times these are either heroes that are not in the roles that I'm currently playing most of, or they can be played in like a bunch of different roles, and they change the way the game gets played. These are like the criteria I have for putting them in my heroes to worry about. Because I don't put Terrorblade there, because every game I'm just first picking Terrorblade. Why would I worry about Terrorblade being in the draft if I'm going to be first picking it playing carry or offlane, or even 4 position? But Nature's Prophet, I put him there because if I'm not playing carry, he's a hero I want to make sure I notice. Tinker, I don't play support, I don't really play mid all that much, and that's where Tinker's predominantly played. Anti-Mage is there because of the Medusa Anti-Mage dynamic, where Medusa is generally really strong if Anti-Mage isn't in the pool. So that's why I have him there. It pertains to this hero right here, like it's on my hero grid. And then Ember Spirit is a mid that it feels like I need to have an answer for in the draft, where if he's like Ember versus Tiny mid and we have no way to stun him, we just lose. He feels kind of like the Puck of this patch, meaning that if you don't have a stun, you just lose. That's what I mean by the Puck of this patch, a hero that unless stunned will just own you. Silencer really changes the way I want to build with multiple dispels or just generally less hard committal heroes because of the counter initiation. And then, of course, the cheesiness of Huskar. He's there instead of, like, Broodmother because I'm not seeing any Broodmothers. So if I start getting cheesed by Broodmother and losing, I'll put Broodmother here. But I have...
Finally! I don't know what position I should go. Maybe mid? Pugna mid. Why not?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I think we need 2 games, not 1. The down, yes, the downbreaker would be nice. Well, so with Pugna, my strategy is just to push, push, push. And if that doesn't work out,
Prepare
I fall
for
back to
battle.
supporting. Yes.
Oh, Ankar. You wish. Yes.
See?
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, they're not here.
A little jaunt.
They're not here.
Yonder
Oh, they're
I
here.
wander. I'm under attack. Oblivion comes.
The battle's starting.
Time to earn myself a bad reputation. Out of my way. I'm going. I'll take a crack at it. Feel my reach. Attack! Let's not
You won't get.
you did. Wandering. By the nether reaches.
Fuck.
How vile! Try me.
Okay, know how to do that.
Already there. Why not? Out of my way. Just try it. If you wish. Take it.
Is that also?
Myself. Attack!
First blood.
The nether hell.
First blood, last words.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
I'm going.
You
Oblivion
have a
comes.
bottle already, okay. Okay.
Out of my way. Yonder I wander. I'll take a
That.
crack at it. I'm under attack.
Have out here?
On my
No,
way.
don't.
Netherly. A little jaunt. Take that. Denied.
You should focus
Oh, I'm gone.
on denying actually.
Try me. Already there. Never sorcery. Wandering. Why not?
She hits me too much actually. Yes.
By the nether reaches. Oblivion.
She's better than me. Barely.
A real blast. Wandering.
Nice.
On my way.
How can you see here?
I'm going. Out of my way. A little jaunt. Netherly. Oh, yes. Stricken. I would do that to myself. Try me. By the nether reaches. I'll take a crack at it. You wish.
I reached
Why not?
first.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm gone. Already there. Yonder I walk. Out of my way.
That one.
Regeneration. By the nether reaches. I take and I take. Oh, I'm gone. Out of my way. What? I'm under attack. You wish. Wandering. I was headed that way myself. Rage of a mage. Heavily. A little jaunt. I'm going.
Your top tower is under attack. This is not cool.
Already there. Denied. Try.
Oh, nice. We need some creep. Fast.
Take a crack at it.
Killing spree.
Maybe this camp would be closer. Ah, didn't expect anybody come to help him, but he came.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, he's perfectly safe.
Out of my way. Oblivion comes. Yonder I wander.
Your bottom tower is under
way.
attack. You really should look at your bottom tower.
I was headed that way myself. On my way. Try me. Oblivion comes. Who needs a blade when you have oblivion? I'm going.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dominating!
Take that! How vile! Out of my way.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Stop them!
You wish. Don't make me chase you.
Let's talk about your top tower.
Yonder I walk. Oh, yes. Why not? There.
And forced to players mid, that's good. I think.
I'll take a crack at it. Attack! A little just. Not on my watch. Out of my way. I'm under
Nice.
attack. Wandering. Oh, I'm gone. By the nether reaches.
I remember there was something here. Ah,
Oh, I'm gone. I'll take a crack at it. Netherly. I was headed that way myself. I take and I take. Here, let me give back. Oblivion. Yonder. Out of my way.
not this time.
Wandering. Try. Feel my reach.
Killing spree.
You wish. On my way. Not yet. Out of my way. Why not? Hurry or blast! By the nether reaches.
They're coming and leaving, not staying.
Already there. Oh, yes. I'm going.
The enemy's middle tower won't be making any more appearances.
Already there.
Yes, middle tower won't be making any more appearances.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Wish.
Okay, going for tier 3.
I'll take a crack at it. Stricken! On my way.
Going for tier 3.
Netherly. It's not time yet. Oh, I'm gone.
Looks like Dire fortified their structures.
By the nether reaches. Yonder I walk. I'm not ready. Out of my
Okay.
and go.
Your top tower is under attack.
And make a big mess.
I think that's good. I force 3 players mid, get 30% of the tower. Also, they had to leave this tower. Right. %, duration is same. Well down is good.
A new age of dark magic starts now. Oblivion comes. Christ.
Cannot kill.
Just try me.
No, you are contesting, yeah? Are contesting. You didn't beat contesting with me. Heart? Heart?
I was headed that
Why
way
not?
myself. Try. Why not?
Let's talk about your
Yes.
Oh, I'm gone.
Radiant have fortified their structures. Your top tower is under attack.
Take it.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yonder I wander.
Let's talk about your top tower.
I was headed that way myself.
Your top tower is
Ah.
under attack.
Okay. Need to need to change the strategy. I think.
And go. Try me.
Some, yeah.
Out of my way. A little jump.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Where is my team when they focus me? Doing nothing, of course. Well, I shouldn't be expected from them too much, I think.
Let's talk about your
And they devoured everything, and they don't know how to fucking war, so I'm changing to the support role, of course, because they're shitty supports.
dominating.
Why did I buy Boots of Travel? I need to do everything.
Let's talk about your top tower has fallen. Is this going to be a pattern? You really should look at your bottom tower. Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Okay, already fucking,
Mega kill! Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
already Manta, and I stuck out of the creeps, couldn't escape.
You really should look at your bottom tower.
Ah, fucking shit.
Double kill.
How much? 6-0. Oh yeah, 6-0. Well fucking played.
Don't let your middle tower fall.
So what? I pushed everything to here. So
Your
what?
middle tower is under
We're
attack.
still losing. We are still how? I forced them few times back. 2 players, 1 player, 2 players again and again, and they're still losing. How?
The next reach is lost. I'll take a crack at it. On my way. Never knew.
You're back to pushing strategy, I guess.
You win. Wandering.
That's back to pushing strategy.
Yonder I walk.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I'm going. Attack! Why not? Out of my way.
That auto attacks, I guess, will be better.
Dire have fortified their structures.
Fortified, okay.
Your top tower is under attack.
The inner light doctrine.
Fish doctor, okay. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Oblivion comes.
Your top tower was just denied.
Right.
A little jaunt. I'm under attack. Oh, I'm gone. By the nether reaches. Out of my way.
Maybe they don't need this tower also. Almost heal,
I was
full of
headed
health.
that way myself.
I am walking out here.
Oh yes.
Full man speed, of
Already
course.
there. Try.
We have something
Why
here, of
not?
course. How would we divide?
Don't let your middle tower fall. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
They forced me to go back.
Go.
I guess Radiant fortified their structures.
Oh, I'm gone.
Not only me.
By the nether reaches. Out of my way. On my way. Wandering. You win.
We cannot win this because we don't have a tank.
I'll take a crack at it. I'm under attack.
Almost.
I was headed that way myself.
Coin for me.
Yonder, Oh yes.
Why you're not attacking him? Of course he doesn't hear me. He is a pussy. So Medusa will do whatever he wants.
Just try.
Yes, on me. Because why not? Because pussy is a pussy. Yeah, GG. I told you in the very beginning of this game, we will need 2 games.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Who's the level 17? 8 and 0. And now, in this position, I don't wanna play this game. I would surrender if I get option for it. Now I need to finish this game off. I know we can't win. Look at our lineup. Look at our items. What can we do? The only option is to... I don't know. There is no options actually. When you force them few times to go mid.
Middle tower fall. Your middle tower is gone. I tried to warn you. Killing spree.
Medusa will kill me.
The enemy is
Yeah,
attacking
fine.
the middle barracks. Your middle barracks
They still
have
do
fallen.
nothing standing.
Try me.
And I would report him. But what's the point? Well, he is surrendering also. So it's painful. It's so painful at this moment. You know you're wasting your fucking time now. You won't win. You will need to play another fucking low priority game. What to do? And you see these players, he's standing, wasting time, not even trying, and I kinda understand that. So everybody's just all the places, all over the places. With their mindset. Kill this? No! Why should we kill his? Stun? No! Do shit, nothing.
Ладно.
Yes.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last of him.
How many stuns do we have? 0! Or maybe this is a stun, but it's not a stun. Do you have blink? No. What do you have? Nothing. Nothing useful, I mean.
I'll take a crack at it. Why not?
Can we kill Medusa? Of course not. How can we kill Medusa?
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Their top tower
They even build a pipe. Yes, block my way!
let's talk about your
Out of my way. Fight.
top tower is under attack.
Stun. And dead. Yep. Stun. I'm not leaving by backing. This is one way.
The spell doors.
Wasted my 20 minutes of lifetime. Sometimes I wonder, maybe I should quit playing Dota because it's a fucking waste of time.
Top barracks have fallen.
What I am playing for? Fucking
Your top
MMR?
barracks won't last long
What
at
does
rate.
this give to me?
Your top
Nothing
barracks have
else.
fallen.
Just fucking satisfaction of some
know.
sort when I win. And that's it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
When you force them 2-3 times mid, take the towers, and they still manage to lose, you know there is no chance. No chance. Even if we win this team fight, or how this is called, I don't know. It's just prolonging the inevitable.
Oblivion.
And I cannot leave because That will even lowers my behavior score. So what? I should wait?
Out of my way.
And he will push another.
Go.
We don't have 2 bags. He could finish the game. Nope. They will push another way.
On my way.
Okay. You push. I'll push also.
To the nether again.
Okay.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Mega kill! You really should look at your bottom tower. Bottom tower just fell. Maybe you shouldn't look.
Lina is, of course, more
Your bottom tower
bigger
is under
priority to
attack.
target, but whatever. Why is she so fast? Why I'm not so
bottom
fast?
tower is
Why
under
is she
attack.
so fast? Why?
Your bottom tower has fallen. Bottom barracks under attack.
Is there a skill who provides you with the movement speed or something?
Your bottom barracks have fallen. The enemy now has mega clearance.
Stun, permanent stun. Permanent stun.
Try. Out of my way.
And I would say, can you finish please?
power is
Because
under
they're
attack.
jerking around. It could be over like 5 minutes ago.
Your middle tower is gone. That warning is unstoppable. Your ancient is under attack.
Okay,
Really glad
28
someone
minutes.
did.
I wonder
Victory!
if the next one would be better. Oh, yes, and we will need to wait for an hour for the game.
Had games where Huskar just absolutely destroys the game, either on my team or the other. So I've put him in there as a hero to make sure I keep an eye out on. As we go through this entire breakdown of the roles, let's conclude a little bit with what I'm thinking for the heroes in carry and offlane that are not so much the creme de la creme meta heroes, but the situationally pickable heroes. So if we go offlane first, just because the list is shorter, I see Axe, I see Underlord, I see Medusa, Tide, Wraith King, right? For me, it feels like Underlord, Axe, and Tide all kind of suffer to the same types of heroes. Heroes that just want to hit you no matter how tanky you are, like the Ursus of the world. And I've also noticed hero like Morphling, surprisingly, may lose lane to these type of heroes, but will just chunk you down. Any hero that has sustain and is happy to hit you. What I've noticed these heroes are good is when that's not the case. Now, the problem is I feel like most of the carries at the top that I'm seeing honestly have a lot of sustain and don't mind hitting tanky targets. But if I have a support that synergizes with these heroes, maybe like a Skywrath Mage for the damage to follow up Axe, maybe like a physical damage 4 position like Hoodwink for Tide because you have Gush. Maybe a hero that's like more defensive and nuke heavy for Underlord because he likes to harass that way. And with Medusa, it's more of like a melee 4 position. That's when I'm going to pick these guys. It feels like if I pick TB offlane, whatever my 3-4 position picks, it really doesn't matter. I feel like the reason why Terrorblade's so broken in the offlane is because I can do whatever strategy works for the lane, and I can adjust. And I'm also aware enough of Terrorblade because of my
I think about it. If you put GG, but if 5 players put GG in the chat, would it end? In the pub games, I saw it happens in the pro matches. They just put GG and the game is over. Would it work in pub matches? I need to figure this out.
Past playing him that I will feel confident adjusting matchup to matchup and I'll get out of every single lane. That might not apply to the people watching that are also learning TB. I do have a Terrorblade guide that predominantly applies to carry, but honestly, all of the ideas, the concepts apply to Terrorblade offlane as well, because he is getting played pretty much the same way. There are potential options to go Aura TB, but I don't even recommend doing that. I've just been playing carry. These are all offlane first pick Terrorblade games. It's like, here's this build. So yeah, Terrorblade offlane, basically Terrorblade carry. And it feels fine in this meta just because of how good meta is. Sorry, I'm kidding. But yeah, he just feels like he can be played into every given matchup. And if you want to know more about Terrorblade, definitely check out that hero guide that I released. So when we go back to the carry role, what I would like to say is, other than Terrorblade and perhaps Morphling, it feels like traditional hard carries feel really weak right now. Like, you have TA, who's not really a hard carry. You will fall off and lose the game later if you're not owning. As we move over, I think Gyrocopter is just specifically susceptible to supports like Ancient Apparition that prevent healing. And overall being bursted if you're not protected by your teammates in pubs. Abaddon and Lifestealer are next to each other because they're much more situational. Like, I have Rage, I'm unkillable. Abaddon has, I have a Dispel, I'm unkillable. Depending on the lineup that I'm playing against, like Dispel's really broken or BKB is really broken. When I look at Ursa Troll, these heroes are like the hard right-clicking carries that can just man-fight basically anyone. And there's going to be games where the opponent just has a bunch of taunts, like Legion Commander, or a bunch of summons, and I just want to right-click them with Battle Fury. And then the situational heroes, for me, Bristleback is there because he's really good against Enigma Beastmaster offlane, so I'll consider picking him then. Slark is just my boy. I actually don't think he's that great of a carry, but if I see like Pudge 4 position and a melee 3 position, I'll gladly pick Slark carry because I think his weakness is the lane. And I've moved Tiny all the way down just because... The same thing as Wraith King, where I was winning a lot on Tiny, and it just felt like it kept getting harder and harder to win based on the nerfs, and just based on maybe something I'm missing with the playstyle. And so that's why these heroes are on there for me. They have a place in the game. They have a place, like I mentioned, Gyrocopter in the lane duos video that I recorded last week, where it just feels like if you're able to effectively nuke the wave and nuke the opponent at the same time and thwart their aggression that way, Gyro's one of the best farmers in the game. You just flat cannon the wave and leave. But because I feel like the traditional carries, in my experience, just suck, I've started working with these new carries. Nature's Prophet has been there. He's been like he is a hard carry. Going into the straight Mjolnir build with the Treant to cut waves and being able to farm anywhere on the map. What Nature's Prophet offers is global presence, while also fast farming with the items he's allowed to build. What's like a budget version of this? Like, if you guys haven't experienced it, Nature's Prophet is just so broken that you have to accept that if he, like, a lot of times when I first pick Prophet, it just gets double pick banned. And if you're allowed to play it, it's just free MMR. But I'm like, what about that concoction? Boom, global hero that farms pretty fast. Carry Underlord, right? I've only played him twice so far, but it felt really good. 69 total games. Nice. But with the facet, Underlord's attacks cleave. He has a 35% Battle Fury on his Atrophy aura. And he also has a global ult. So he feels kind of like a hybrid of Nature's Prophet and Sven because of the cleave plus bonus damage from Atrophy aura, matching Sven. But the build seems to be Mask of Madness, Echo Saber. And then from there, it's kind of situational. A lot of people eventually build a Harpoon with the idea that you don't want to go Blink because your hero will lack a bit of damage. But he misses armor. So it's like Treads, Mask of Madness, Echo Saber. And then usually it's either SNY, Manta, or BKB, some defensive item that allows you to survive. And then Harpoon AC has been my experience so far. A little bit of what I've seen, along with a little bit of what I'm playing. So maybe I'll be able to give you guys a more detailed update next week after I've been able to grab my hands on them a little bit more. But so far in the last week since I started doing this, I've been getting Terrorblade or Nature's Prophet every single game. So that's why Underlord's in there. And not only is it that he matches the description of Nature's Prophet, but because we talked about when this patch initially came out, the fact that there's an Ancient Camp right behind your tower as a carry, I love any hero being played as a potential offlaner now being a carry that could just clear Ancients pretty early on in the game. So Underlord with Mask of Madness alone, Treads Mask of Madness, boom, you can kill a 2-3 Ancient stack, no problem. You can also just farm an individual Ancient, right? Like, you can just farm really fast. You're basically Sven in that regard. But the big difference is you're a much stronger laner than Sven, in my opinion, much stronger. So heroes that generally get out of the lane, clear-cut timings, and can farm the Ancients are the ones I like the most in the carry role. If they can't farm Ancients, they could at least farm neutrals pretty well. For example, Terrorblade. And Beastmaster fits a very similar description. I think Beastmaster is kind of just the better Sven. You don't have Cleave, but you have your hero that builds into Blink Stun, that also goes through frickin' BKB, his Roar, and you just burst people with that. And his Ags gives him, I'd say it's like a pseudo Battle Fury Maelstrom, where like it gives you AoE on your damage, so it's like a farming tool that also kills people. So like with Beastmaster safe lane, I just see Treads, Null Talisman for the mana, and the Tread swapping. Into Ags, Blink, BKB, Shiva's Refresher. It's the same as the mid and offlane build, but you can actually just carry the game that way because you're a right clicker who has mixed damage with your Drums of Slum. So the Shiva's is just amazing as a way to blink in and kill somebody with the debuff you're applying and just the teamfight presence you have, but you're also one of the best pick-off heroes in the entire game. I personally feel like I'm figuring out that hero a little bit because if you buy Mantas and Lincolns, it's really hard for him to roar you. And I feel like if the hero can't roar you, he feels pretty bad with the build. I feel like the build right now, if the people are letting you roar them with a blink, you just kill anybody in the game. And it's absolutely busted. I don't think the hero's bad at it by any means. Like, I'm putting it here because it is busted. But I think this hero might be getting figured out slowly but surely, at least in pubs. So that is my reasoning. I gave you guys a nice dissertation of exactly what I've been doing to concoct my hero grid that guides me through my games. And what I'm doing is, if a hero is working, I'm just going to keep picking it. That's the goal. Like, I'm honestly, if I want to gain MMR and I want to prioritize the climb, what I'm going to, and I'm going to try that right now, is I'm just going to keep picking Terrorblade, for instance, or Nature's Prophet, or, you know, move down the list until that doesn't feel like it's the right hierarchy of picks, you know? If people start beating me for some reason, then I'll be able to understand why it was working before and why it feels like it's no longer working now. And that's effectively what journaling is, you know? It's a little bit of a check-in to remind yourself, check in and see, how is this working? How do I feel about this? And that's why I think this is such a clean way to do it. And I think that's also my interpretation of what has worked so well for some of these up-and-coming pros, or recent ones in the last couple years who've had really small hero pools, but like been absolute master classes at them. And if you do this for every patch, which a lot of them have, you know, 2-3 years into their career, they have 10-15 heroes they can play. So I think this is an amazing approach to not only own the meta, but also learn new heroes, really understand what makes heroes really good or not, and also feel comfortable picking during the games. What I've noticed when I do this, because I'm in a better headspace to kind of think about the game and break it down this way when I'm in my pubs, is that I don't ever really get cheesed or surprised by drafts. Like today, I played offlane TB and the guy picked carry anti-mage against me because it matched up well against my carry. And if you guys have ever played anti-mage versus TB, it's like a freaking nightmare. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't happen when you plan this, right? You wouldn't pick anti-mage because Terrorblade's in most of your games, and you'd know, like, I'm going to keep an eye out for Terrorblade. Or at least that's a lesson you only have to learn once. For today's sponsor, this video has been brought to you guys by yours.
Okay, sponsors doesn't interest me. Just for now. At least other sponsors, other channels. Alright, interesting shit.
Single draft.
I can only play Sven reliably. Maybe. And they get yay. Why not? Annoying hero who appears every game in my pubs. On enemy team, of course. Because I'm usually the carry.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This is this is intelligence. So 2 intelligence, 2 agility, and 1 strength.
I'll do it. At last. Forward.
Prepare for battle.
Not everybody's coming, I'm not coming.
It's only proper. It's time.
"30 seconds to battle." Let's get moving.
Yeah. There's no greater honor. On guard. Yes. Of course. A good choice. I can do no less. Good. Not done yet. Good enough. At last. My code compels me.
They are pulling, of course. They are pulling. I know. Oh! He's an idiot. I thought that they are pulling, but he just. He's just an idiot.
Okay.
Do you see that? You don't, of course, because you're a fucking idiot. Well, I shouldn't expect too much from them, I guess. Again.
Yes.
Okay, push the
On the
lane.
way. It's there.
Silence.
Wanna die.
Very well. I fight. Right. Good idea.
I'm not fighting now. No, I'm not
my
fighting
blade.
now.
By the shot of parry.
Ah, I miss a lot. I don't know how to farm this Sven properly.
Lord of discipline.
Missed that again.
I
Ah. Ah,
no choice.
really don't know.
My code compels me.
Oh, you will take that. Okay.
I. On guard. Never cross me.
Will you?
Run if you can.
That's why I'm not going for the kills. That's why. Because they just press the stick, use the spell, and they are safe.
I can do no less.
Easy.
Attack. Yeah. To battle.
One auto attack. No auto attack.
Ready? Not done yet.
You are using that. I don't know how.
On the
Okay,
way.
this already.
Good idea.
I misclick a lot.
Yes. Very well. Forward. Why not? Die now. Okay. Die. Right.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Move. I'll do it. Attack. Down, down. That's right. Yes. Attack. It's only proper. Yes. Ah, yes. My code compels me.
Don't let your middle tower fall.
Good idea. I claim the right. Never hear the end of this.
So I
Good choice.
misclicked again.
Yeah. Attack.
Three players here. And I can't fucking talk! I must write! That's fucking annoying also.
Yes. Right. Rogue's thanks be with you.
Don't let your middle tower fall.
Aye.
Killing spree.
Okay.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Agreed.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire's no fortified.
I'm slower! Everybody's here and everybody will take my farm.
One down.
Right. Ah. Come closer, come closer, come closer.
Dominating.
12 and 0? Well, oh. Is this the game where we lost again? Well, it's too early to know, but it seems like it. For now at least. If we lose those towers and I cannot farm, yes, yes, yes.
Your top
This
tower
is the same
under
case.
attack. There's really no reason to stay.
Very well. Round attack.
Mega kill.
So you say.
Your middle tower has fallen.
To battle.
What is that?
It's only proper.
I don't have regen. I think I need Mask of Madness after
Not done
this.
yet. But
Nice spell he steal.
I can do no less. So you say.
I need cleave. I should have cleaved earlier.
Unstoppable.
They're camping here. 3 players camping. Why are we losing if I'm 1 versus 3? What others are doing?
Your bottom tower is
Fucking
under-
nothing!
I don't think you want that to happen.
And you leave him, yes? Let
let's
escape. Of course you almost dead. Tunnel vision, ah yes. Okay, fuck it. I don't know how to play this game anymore. Yeah, walk around with low HP. Walk around. Yes, yes, don't help me, just walk around still with low HP.
Dominating.
Yes, good job.
You're a beautiful person with a charming personality.
Yes. Aye.
What did I do wrong? I TP'd mid. Use my ultimate for no reason.
Good enough.
Earthshaker is walking with low HP back and forth. How can you win? He doesn't know what to do. And I thought I will fight them. I won't.
Monster kill.
Of course.
I won't. Again. It's over. I should start with Cliff, but how do I know? What do I know? I thought that my plan was to farm in the lane, yes? So I didn't take Cliff because I didn't want to push my lane. But they came to me and they forced me out of the lane.
You really should look at your bottom tower.
Never yet.
So I need Cliff to jungle. But maybe I need to come back to the
Your
lane.
bottom tower is
Because
under
everybody's just mid. I don't know.
Never cross me. I must not attack. Agreed. On the way.
He goes back.
Good choice.
2 versus 1. I never win 2 versus 1 because... Yes, and...
dominating. Double kill.
At this point, I wanna go do something else, something useful. I'm not playing this game. I don't wanna play this game. I know we won't win again. What's the strategy? I cannot TP here. I know I cannot.
To battle.
Your top tower is under attack.
Okay. Stay together? I don't know. Sniper is farming.
Let's talk
Oh,
about your
nice
top tower.
items like me. 14 minutes into the game.
Dire's structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Strength increases. Forward.
You really should look at your bottom tower. Bottom tower is gone forever.
Good idea. My fault, competitor. My luck. Very well. To battle. Good enough.
Mega kill!
As the outcast blade.
Unstoppable! Double kill!
Never yet. Agreed. Yes.
I should be farming actually, but I need to defend.
So you say.
But I cannot defend like that. What to do? What's the correct call? Nothing I can do. I don't think that I can do something. I should farm, I guess.
Forward.
If he takes the farm,
Good choice.
why are you here?
That's right.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Right.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
It's more. Die now. I grow by degrees. Yeah.
No, I don't know where Rubik is.
Good. Feel my blade. Of course.
I cannot stay here. The problem on me here.
On time.
It's level 13. Of course he is.
It's only proper. On the way. I can do no less. A good choice.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay. So you say? Yes.
Your top tower is under attack. Monster kill! Double kill!
On the way.
I'm so slow.
That's right.
Yes, sniper is blocking my way. I need a blink. Nothing I can do without it. Or I don't know, rags. Blink or rags.
Aye.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Keep it here. My code compels me. Attack.
The enemy's bottom tower is gone. You did the right thing.
Anybody? Hello? No? Shaman? No. Alright.
Holy shit! Double kill.
How many kills? 11. How many deaths? 0. It's frustrating again.
Oh my. This is good.
Your bottom tower is under
I
attack.
have gathered my strength.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures. You really should look at your bottom tower. This is not cool. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Don't let your middle tower fall. Stop them. middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Agreed.
Dire Snow fortified their structures. Don't let your middle tower fall. Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Don't let your middle tower fall. Middle tower is down. You just let them...
I'll do it. To battle.
Let's talk about your top tower.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is fallen.
Of course.
That'll leave you feeling cold.
Good enough. Good idea. One word. I can do no less. Right.
Mega kill!
Very well. Yes. A good choice.
Double kill! Your middle tower is under attack. Double kill! Your middle tower is on killing spree.
Run if you can. Hand it over. Never yet. So you say?
Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
Good idea.
The enemy's middle tower didn't know it first.
Of course. Good enough.
Killing spree. Let's talk about your top tower. Dire structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
This is
Don't let your
no,
middle tower
there's
fall.
nothing.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Why they hold back those ultimates? Why they don't chain them? For example, Earthshaker goes in, uses his ultimate. He
Let's
also
talk about
could
you.
go in, use his ultimate. Then I could go in, make a couple of auto attacks with the ultimate, and it would be cleared. Sniper shoots from the back. That's how should it work.
About time. Right. Okay.
Why are you doing not? Why you're not doing this?
Very well.
Roshan's down.
Okay.
I wonder where he goes.
En garde. Forward.
Your middle tower is under attack. Killing spree. Double kill. Triple kill. Don't let your middle tower fall. Mega kill. Mega kill. Ultra kill. You really should look at your bottom tower. Your bottom tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your bottom barracks have fallen. Your bottom barracks have fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
What a scratch.
Bye-bye, tower. Fortify their structures. Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed. Killing spree. Your middle tower is gone. I tried to warn you. Your ancient is under attack. Unstoppable. Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed. Double kill. Defend your ancient. It's kind of a meme of the Radiant wins. How they
Blame the host.
I think that I need to explain them what I'm thinking, because usually they report me. They could report me anyways, I guess. But, well, I don't wanna play the fucking game if I'm forced to. Because, well, at this point I'm forced playing this single draft shitty game because I cannot pick anything from the hero pool. Only those heroes that I'm forced to pick. And they're asking me why I'm doing this. This is the game. No, it isn't. The game is relaxing and having fun. The game is that. This is a competitive kinda game. And in competitive games, the goal is to win. Yes? And if you see there is no way you can win, well, of course, for example, in basketball or something, you can be behind a lot and they still trying to score as much points as they can. But for what? Okay, maybe this is a sport. Well, when you are playing basketball, you are playing a sport. There is something in that moment when you score a point or would take that, I don't know. Now I'm just sitting and playing shitty game, I guess. And if you are behind even that, what's the point? To try to make a comeback with a team that does anything yeah, bad. Everything bad. I mean, the tree, yes. He's farming in the we are losing the game, yes? So I think we need a perfect team fight to come back, and not only one, because We won one team fight. We won. And I don't know if we won because we had to made some of the buybacks. So I don't know if that counts. We killed some of them, yes, but it wasn't enough. Well, if
Save the
I
draft.
did it, I don't fucking know. I would take Luna. I would take Luna. Or I would take... I don't know what to take. It depends. What the offlaner would pick. So what the offlaner would pick? Because now I see 3 intelligent heroes in our
5
team.
seconds remaining.
3 fucking intelligent heroes. That does
5
not
seconds
scale into the
remaining.
late game. Maybe Wind Ranger, yes, but... And the 4th fucking intelligent hero. What a fucking pick! Now doesn't matter what I pick, we will be losing because we don't have enough rolls. But whatever, maybe this is not the game. Again. How stupid you should be if you see 3 intelligence heroes and you pick the 4th intelligence hero. And the enemy team is quite balanced. They have a Legion Commander who is strength. They have, well, Silencer, but he's an auto attacker. He's the initiator. He is the strength hero. Well, they don't have edge heroes, but they have 2 strength heroes and 3 intelligence heroes. One of them is also auto attacker. Do we have auto attacker? Yes, Wind Ranger, but it's not at the same level.
Luna,
I don't know.
the night
I don't know.
sees all.
I don't expect much
Prepare for battle.
from this game,
On
but
the
you will never
ball.
know. Mask of Madness. Or if we play 4 versus 5, that counts also. That's okay for me. Just to finish this game as quickly as possible. Oh, they bought all the words. Okay, fuck it.
On the hunt.
I hope this game will
30
be
seconds to
a
battle.
win and I go something to eat after that. Or maybe not. I will play another one. I don't know how many games should I play. Is this the 3rd one? Yes, I lost
Yes.
2. So on average you must win 1 of 2 games, so it's below average already. Of course!
For
This ain't
Celebrate.
no snowball fight.
I'm under attack. The
I did
dark
take.
moon comes.
First blood.
Yeah,
I can take care of myself.
Only 1? Bounty rune?
yeah. Absolutely.
Only 1 bounty rune. So sometimes you
ride.
can even... You're gambling if you are not getting the
Good
region
plan.
in the lane. Well, I was gambling. I didn't know.
Yes.
Great, they're back.
Let's go. By starlight. Illuminate.
It's fucking late.
What?
It's fucking late.
Quickly now.
I will leave my regions alone.
What do you see? Sky alight? Yes. This will hurt. Not on my watch.
I will
Death
miss this. No,
approaches.
this is
Unworthy. Stalking. By starlight. Quickly now. Good plan. Let's go. Salamene commands. Let's go. Yeah. Catch. On the hunt.
actually he can tank
Heads up.
with those Eidolons.
Yes. Here. A harvest moon. We ride. Ours. Far the night. They will find my blade sharp and cruel. Who dares? Heads up.
I'm maxing out my farming skill,
Absolutely.
not the fighting skill.
We ride. On the hunt. Piercing, I'm under attack. By starlight. For night silver. Lucent beam. Let's go. Good plan.
I could have a kill if maybe if I change that. I didn't know.
Yes. Stop. Here. Here. On the prowl.
You cannot tank those Eidolons, apparently.
The night sees all. Stalking. Attack! Blessings upon a loyal warrior. Far the night. Absolutely. Salamene commands. Yes. Weakling. Crescent steel. Aye. Let's go.
They're going for the kill.
Night sees all. On the hunt. Here.
Don't let your middle tower fall. Stop them.
By starlight. Let's go. Stalking. I'm under attack. What do you see? Lunar light. Ha ha. Quickly now. Poor thing. Run them down. Fire the night. Yeah. On the prowl. We ride.
Your middle
I'm
tower
eating
is under
tangos
attack.
non-stop.
Yes. Good plan.
I think I'm going to the jungle.
Let's go.
Cannot
Yes.
tank these. What I'm doing? I don't know. Fuck, staying in lane.
What do you see?
Middle
Good
tower is
plan.
down. You just let them.
Piercing light
Well, that'd be a
by
treat.
starlight.
I can do much more than that.
On the for the
Radiant's courier has been
Yes.
killed.
slice. Salamene commands. Starlight for dark moon. Illuminate.
There you go.
On the hunt.
I left my hoof prints in your backside.
Stalking. How'd that happen? Incoming. Ha! You won't.
Your top
be
tower is under attack.
Absolutely. Let's go. Blessings upon a loyal warrior. Lucent beam. Into battle.
Apparently I cannot tank it with the Mask of Madness also.
Here. Heads up.
Not complete Mask of Madness.
We ride. Fire the night. Lucent beam. The light sees all. Yes. Piercing light. The hunt. Yeah. Who dares? Let's go. Quickly now. Fear the moon.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
On the hunt. By starlight. Quickly now. Red moon. Into battle. We ride. Fire the night. Dominating.
Killing spree.
Let's go.
What a hell of a team, Jack.
Yes. Slice. Is that it? The moon smiles upon me. Salamene commands. Yeah. The night sees all. What do you see? On the prowl. You honor me. Good plan. Stalking. Another death. Let's go.
I don't know if I can fight Legion Commander.
Of the
Yes.
goods.
Oh, he has Blade Melee, definitely can't.
Absolutely. We ride. Attack. Quickly now.
I remember times when I could farm these with Luna.
I'm done being merciful.
I lose all the fucking life now.
The night sees
You really
all.
should look at your bottom tower. It looks like Dire fortified their structures. I
Yeah.
guess Radiant fortified their structures. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Illuminating.
I need a
Bottom tower is gone forever.
look. Nothing to farm. I don't know.
Unworthy. On the prowl. I'll see your entrails. Yes.
Don't let your middle tower fall.
On.
Killing spree.
Luck is not on my side.
Let's go.
Double
I
kill.
just double.
Good plan.
I don't know where Enigma is. He can
Oh,
jump on me and use
Starlight.
ultimate. He's here.
What do you see? Taste my steel. Attack. Piercing light. Catch. Catch. For night silver.
Double kill.
The hunt. Stalking. Absolutely. Try to run.
Regeneration.
It's not time yet.
And these camps are taken.
On the hunt. Illuminating.
Yes, take everything. Why not?
Slice.
Own it.
What do you see? I'm under attack. On the prowl.
Why didn't I take the tower?
The moon waxes and my mercy wanes.
The enemy's
Now I'm
middle
back.
tower has fallen. One step closer.
For the night. For the cause. Let's go. Yes. Fear the moon. Salamene commands. Slice. Absolutely.
Killing spree.
Let's go. Okay. Quickly now.
Your middle tower is under attack. Why is this happening? Your middle tower is under attack. I don't think you want that to happen.
We ride.
Your middle tower is under attack. Dire snow fortifies its structures.
We ride. Salamene commands.
Radiant have fortified their
Yes.
structures.
Here. On the prowl. This will hurt. Good plan. They will
Don't let
hear
your
me
middle tower
by
fall.
starlight. Let's go. Taste my steel.
The enemy's top tower had to go.
We come back by foot? Wow.
Loosen quick. I'm under attack.
Legion Commander doesn't have TP. Enigma doesn't have TP.
Ride once more. Night sees all. Who dares stalking? A harvest moon for the night.
Your middle tower is
go.
under attack.
Quickly now.
Let's talk about your top tower. Your middle tower was just denied.
Illuminating.
Your top tower is under attack.
Lunar light.
Dire have fortified the structures.
Heads up. What do you see? Yeah. Absolutely. Illuminating. Attack. Salamene commands. What do you see?
I'm dead?
Dominating.
Yes, I'm dead.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Let's go.
Mega kill. Let's talk about your top tower.
Zeus not even here. Using ultimate after I die. This does nothing. And I have a really big cooldown.
Your top tower
I mean,
is under
the
attack.
death time. I think I need to play around this hero. Because obviously it's just bad. But first I need items. I don't know. I shouldn't buy back at that point and shouldn't defend this tower. This would be dead, of course.
Back on the hunt. Yeah.
This would be dead. So I don't know if that is that worth it. I think it's not.
On the hunt. Quickly now. Who dares? Stalking. For Salamene.
Eclipse call down? Lone Orbit Glaive? Eclipse call down, sure.
Far the night. With pleasure. For Dark Moon. On the prowl. Death approaches. You won't escape. Another death. The night sees all.
They shouldn't be able to outfarm me.
Crescent steel. We ride. Heads up. Start. What do you see? A new moon.
Radiant took down Roshan.
On the
I
prowl.
trust there was a good reason.
Far the night. Stalking. Heads up. Salamene command. Insignificant. We ride. By starlight. hunt. Let's go.
Catch me. Catch me. Didn't use my ultimate.
The night sees all.
Need to think about it. Enigma.
Who could turn away from this battle?
He couldn't.
Yes.
Okay. They still have Aegis?
Absolutely.
Of course they don't. Legion Commander
Yes.
died.
Haha! Into battle
Okay,
plan.
they switch options.
Let's go. Into battle. With pleasure. The night settles in. Quickly now.
0 wards around the base. Who's
By
position 5?
starlight. Let's go.
Run to the shop, I guess. Because I can't
Follow
send the
them.
courier, too much effort.
You really should look at your bottom tower. This is not cool.
I pushed the lane.
Your
If I,
bottom tower is under attack.
I
Dire
push the lane
structures are fortified.
and I buy butterfly.
I guess Radiant fortified their structures.
Can.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
That's fine. Force them back
Killing
also.
spree. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower just fell.
I should force them
Maybe
back.
you shouldn't look.
Quickly now.
Okay, I force them back for sure.
On the prowl. Let's go. We ride. Yes.
Need to refresh
I'm
myself.
under attack.
You really should look at your bottom
On the
tower.
hunt.
You
Good
should
plan.
save that manta for
Night sees all. Storm. The moon waxes and my mercy. Absolutely. Yeah. Salamene commands.
Can you take the shrine?
No mercy.
Nobody cares?
Stalking.
Nobody cares. Okay,
No
I will
mercy.
take it. I don't know. Should I take it? I don't know actually. Maybe don't know that it's clickable.
What is?
You know. It's not clickable for them. Maybe it's
Yes.
only for me clickable.
Butterfly. Quickly now.
They're so lazy. They don't even bother to press it.
On the hunt. By starlight. Into battle. Yeah. For night silver. Let's go. Yes.
Tower is still standing.
On
Reason.
the prowl. I'm
What's the
done
piece?
being merciful. I'm under attack.
Killing spree. Double kill.
That was all your idea.
And that's the point where we lose the game. Where I told in the very beginning 4 intelligence and 1 IG hero will be fucked up. No initiation, no fucking nothing. Supports are useless. Maybe Dark Willow is something. Zeus not casting his spells. Still saving ultimate. For I don't know what. To steal a kill, that's why he's saving the kill, the ultimate. He should be abusing the cooldown. If he press it once, Enchantress would be dead right now. And it starts refreshing again. But he's stupid. Doesn't understand that.
Good plan. Let's go. Unworthy.
Okay. I will do like that. I will push here.
We ride.
And I will monitoring the situation.
Who dares? Attack. For the night.
Where is everybody else?
Good plan.
They don't know I'm here. Unless they saw me with some kind of...
On the prowl.
Ah, somebody went back.
By starlight.
Many of them went back, I wonder. They shouldn't get... They shouldn't have some wars here.
They will find my blade sharp and cruel. Let's go. Salamene commands. On the hunt. The night sees all. Quickly now. For Salamene,
Radiant's courier has
For the
been
night.
killed.
we ride. Let's go. Absolutely. Into battle.
Let's talk about it.
Heads
Radiant
up.
have fortified their structures.
Slice.
Your top tower is fallen. At
Eh?
least it's not as bad.
Crescent steel.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Sky alight.
Killing spree. Let's talk about it. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dominating. Double kill. The enemy's middle barracks have fallen. Dominating. The enemy's middle barracks are no more. Your top barracks are under attack.
Slice.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Death approaches. I'm under attack.
Mega kill! Fresh as a flower. The enemy's middle tower won't be making any more appearances.
By starlight. Yes. Illuminating. Salamene commands. Yes. Here. What do you see? Let's go. Unworthy. The light sees all. Absolutely. Quickly now. Here. Far the night. Stalking. Oh,
Immortality to the radiant.
good plan. We ride.
I'm not getting out.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Ready for
They're attacking top barracks. Top barracks have fallen. The middle tower has fallen.
Let's go.
Killing spree. You really need to do something about your middle barracks. Dire have fortified this barracks. Your middle barracks are under attack. You wish you took better care of those barracks. Your middle barracks are under attack.
GG.
Your middle barracks have fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Middle tower is down.
How many games will I play until I win? But it was obvious from the very beginning. Now, if I don't like the draft for the next game, I just fucking quit.
Are you even watching your ancient?
And if they gave me even more penalty, I will change the fucking account. I will leave this, I will dump this account and I will change to another one. fuck the shit. There is a limit to the patience. I had to eat at this point, but fuck it, I need to reach my goal. Another single draft. So apparently the ogre was the top net worth. I was fighting him one-on-one in the very end. I had 420 last hits with 20k net worth. No fucking supports. Dark Willow 1 ward. The idiot 7 wards. And he wasn't brilliant this game. Three fucking intelligence. First pick, I think, of 2 intelligent. Okay, one can be mid like Dark Willow, yeah? Was he mid? I didn't know. Was he mid? Ah, this is not rolled game. But the Zeus? I think Zeus was mid. I don't know what they're thinking. Support was shitty support. So all the morning of Saturday, I mean Sunday morning, is just lose. Not even fun. I need a win. It was fun at one point when I destroyed their tier 4 towers near the base. But what my team did? What did they do? Maybe they defend a little bit? But why first player single draft? You see the draft and it's shit, for example. Why to play the game for an hour almost from the shitty draft? Next time I see 3 agility heroes or 4 intelligent heroes or no strength hero, yes. If I see no strength hero in our 4 first picks, I'm not playing. Fuck it. And I'm done streaming this game. Probably I'll stream another one. Something more relaxing. Not so stressful. Or I could just... I think it's not good when you're smurfing, yes? But they're forced to do it. How many games?
Single draft.
How many games did they lose? Maybe Oracle. Finally, they gave me a support that I can play, but now everybody... Look! Already... Okay. Now it's kinda looking decent, I guess. Okay. This time is decent, but will we win? I don't know. How many games do we lose in a row? What to see? Single draft. 3 already. So 3 games already lost. 3 already. Out of
seconds remaining.
I want to switch to support anyways. Because Archons are fucking retards. So maybe while supporting I won't have any reports for the bad behavior. And when I start getting a communication channel back, a voice privileges, then maybe I could get some more enjoyable games.
Oracle. Oh, imagine.
And they get Pudge, and they get Life Stealer. Yeah!
Prepare for battle.
And what if
Ah.
you do? I have an end in mind for you.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that?
If
You don't need regeneration, yes? You need only 1.4 mana regen. And a blood
this
grenade.
must be decoded. One would hope so.
30 seconds to battle.
Is that wise? Like those odds, do you?
Yes, he tries to kill it.
Whose fortune is this? So many
Did he place the
paths
ward?
to choose.
Yep.
I'm under attack.
Fuck it.
I cast
Battle starting.
the odds are with us, or are they? It is all one.
You still here? Still here. Nice! Slow after 1 year.
I go.
Is it really that time again? Ineluctable.
Onward.
Consider the possibility. It is ever thus. Don't hold me to this. Is that wise? Don't mind me. I descry a bright future. And what if I don't? As if. As if. That is one possible course.
This will come as a shock.
One fortune. So go.
Denied.
Now
I go. It cannot be.
if you insist.
Look at that. Radiant's courier
my current flows. I'm not ready.
Can one ever be sure? Totally foreseeable. If that is what one wants. That was inevitable.
Let's get on with it.
I have a feeling. This is all very well. Long arms. Once again. Once again. This is all very
Ashes
well.
will fall like rain.
Always. Oh, endlessly. So good. And what if I don't? I see. Or do I? It is ever thus. If is all. I'm under attack. Count yourself. The flames of fate. That's the one. Is that why? Commit or don't. I had a feeling. Can one ever be sure? If that is what one wants. Prepare for your fate. It is all one. So it goes. As if. Once choose. As if. This must be decoded. Once again. And is that wise? Consider the possibility.
Doesn't know the concept of
Eye candy.
denying
One possible course.
and lane equilibrium. He doesn't know that.
Oh, endlessly. Always. It's oh yes. And what if I do? One would hope so. As if. Right. Arcane boots. So many paths to choose.
Let's go top and do some
Prepare for your
plays.
fate. That is one possible course. Do not fear to commit.
Own it.
This must be decoded.
I hate that pathing.
That is one possible course.
This game pathing when you press somewhere. Just you don't know if there is a forest or there is a. It should be.
The enemy's top
I don't
tower
know.
just
The
shattered
path should be
into
clear,
little
but it's not
pieces.
clear. I want to see like
Is that why?
red and brown or something to see if there is a path or not, or should I go around, or if there is particular tree where I could cut and go through.
Obstacles. Oh, imagine the outcome.
Bottom is missing.
It is all one.
Own it. Double kill. Player disconnected.
I had a feeling.
Own it.
Regeneration. Once again and again.
Your top tower is under attack. There's really no reason to stand for this.
Is that wise?
structures have been snow fortified. Let's talk about it.
So many
The enemy's
destinies.
bottom tower is down.
Let me cast your fortune. Consider those
What the fuck?
Can one ever be sure? There are no guarantees. Shut away! So, under attack. Here goes. Is that wise? Inevitable. Choose wisely.
Mega kill! Unstoppable! Double kill!
It is all one. Prepare for your fate.
Dire structures are fortified.
Not yet. Endure. Endure.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Do not fear to commit.
The enemy's bottom tower is down.
As if.
Killing spree.
If that is what one wants. Like those odds, do you? If is all. I'm I have a feeling. I'm not ready. If you insist. Always. Is that wise? Once again. There are no guarantees. I'm under attack. That is one possible course. You must push through.
Get sick!
It's no way.
The enemy's middle tower didn't know what hit it.
As if. It is ever thus.
enemy's top tower just shattered into little pieces. Killing spree.
Consider the possibility. This must be decoded.
Looks like Dire fortified their structure.
Oh, imagine the outcome. That is one possible course. Can one ever be sure? This is all very well. As if. So good. Once
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I must follow to hear.
Monster kill!
If only it were all this simple.
You really should look at your bottom tower. The enemy's top tower. It'd be a hot day if our bottom tower is under attack.
Good go, Island.
Finally, it's over. My suffering is over. Is he has ultimate?
Dominating. Own it. The enemy's top barracks have fallen.
As if. The edict is in. Once again and again.
The enemy's middle tower has mega kill. Killing spree.
I can't reach you. I couldn't heal you.
Double kill.
That is one possible course.
The enemy's middle barracks are no more. The enemy's middle barracks have fallen. Ooh, Dire's courier got killed. Those things aren't cheap, you know.
Consider the you must push through the
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Own it! The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen. Nicely done. The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen. You now have mega creeps. Things are looking up. Monster kill! The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Double kill. Mega kill. Element. Radiant wins. Called it.
I need to eat something, and I will be back for more ranked games already, not the single draft shitty ones. And I will be playing support until I get a good behavior score. That's it.